Gladys is right. It doesn't make very much sense that a poet would be working with business owners, business leaders. For years, when I began my business, I didn't tell anyone I was a poet. It wasn't that I was embarrassed. I thought they would think, yeah, what do we need you for? You know. And I had, you know, one story I tell is that when I went to graduate school, the poets and the MBAs did not hang out in the same place in campus, nor did we go to the same cocktail, like we didn't talk to each other, right? And I certainly didn't think I had anything in common with those people over there. And I'm sure they didn't think they had anything in common with me. But the truth is, we need each other. The truth is that art and the work of the heart needs business and commerce, and vice versa. I remember I was at a cocktail party soon after I started my business, and I was terrified, completely terrified someone's going to say, so where'd you get your MBA? Because I just felt like that had to be the ticket in the door, and that I wouldn't be able to help people unless I had that background. And of course, no one has ever asked me that question, by the way. After almost 10 years of building a very successful business, no one's ever asked me that question. However, what he said to me, which was really important, is I was standing there at a cocktail party, I was telling some people something, and you know how sometimes you say something, comes out of your mouth, and you think, like, who said that? That didn't sound like me, right? So I was actually saying, well, and it was probably in that sort of tone too, well, I just have a master's in fine arts and poetry. And all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, someone came and like grabbed me by the forearm and said, stop apologizing. And I just remember going, oh my gosh, you know. But it was really powerful for me because, and he said to me later, that's what makes you who you are, that's what makes you unique, and they don't need any more MBAs. And so one of the things that's really important to me is about helping both individual people and teams and companies to find and speak in their voices. And that sounds kind of esoteric, but in fact, if you think about it, the cost of not speaking in your voice is that you will end up with a life or a business that you did not intend. The cost of not speaking in your voice and of not knowing what it is that you want to say and to be heard is that you will not end up where you want to be.